Hello, my name is Jordan. Welcome to my blog. Today we're going to be talking about what should I do for my birthday. I have my lovely wife, Miranda, here to help me out with this question today. So we just wanted to thank you, first of all, for stumbling upon this blog post, and we're going to dive right in here. We're going to help you answer that question. So what should we do for our birthdays? It's a good question.
It is, because I think a lot of people build up a lot of expectations for their birthday.
I do it every year.
Yeah, and I know I do too. And even when I'm like, it's just a birthday, you still feel that like today needs to be special, and things that normally wouldn't bother you they'd seem worse if something bad happens on your birthday. 'Cause you're like, and it's my birthday, and I stubbed my toe. That's crazy.
Yeah. How dare the world make me stub my toe on my birthday? Like, that is like, it's like a crime against you.
Yeah, you have a heightened level of entitlement on your birthday, I think. Yeah. So these ideas...
And I think that's natural, and that's okay. And as I talk about in the blog below, you'll see that like it's a natural occurrence, and I don't really know why, but it happens.
Yeah, so these ideas are just to kind of help counter that, and also to just give you ideas that are out of the box, because we're all about being different. Your birthday doesn't have to be just drinking till you black out, and I mean, that's not really fun.
No.
Honestly. So these are more ideas that are more creative, a little different, things that have a little more value to them, things that have more emotion attached to it, so you can really remember that birthday from that birthday on, years to come.
Yeah, we just think birthdays should be there to enrich your life and not just take you away and draw you away from and like reducing the pain of a life. And that's why we say, you know, it's okay to party and stuff, but like on your birthday, if your only goal is just to get blackout drunk, is that really satisfying you? So we don't think so. So that's why that idea is not in there. If Miranda wants to kick us off, I do want to mention one thing, and I'll talk about it in the blog too. We definitely think that birthdays do not have to suck.
Yes.
They don't have to suck, but like we've all had our birthdays that we remember, because for whatever reason our birthdays are some of the most memorable days of our lives. And some of those days sucked.
I remember I guess it was...
Can't wait to hear this.
I know. I guess it was my 27th birthday when we were both working at a retirement community, and we had to work the entire day, like 12 hours straight.
I remember that.
And it was it was like a Monday too. It was just a really lousy day. And I remember by lunchtime, I was ready to cry, because I was like, this is just the worst birthday in the world. And there really wasn't anything crazy. It was just like any other crazy day at the retirement community. But yeah, they had like cookie cake for me, which was really sweet, but I was like on the verge of tears.
Yeah.
This is the worst birthday. So yeah, what do you think your worst birthday was?
Well, I shared it in the blog too. I'm looking at it. We have it up here for notes. But it's interesting that I shared the same. I think it was my 28th, probably in the same place. I said
it was a rough time.
So by the end of the day, I was crying, because I was just, you work it up in your head. You're like, maybe this situation won't be as difficult on my birthday, but it's just worse because you're just feeling it that day. I don't know if that was my worst birthday. I can't think off the top of my head what my worst birthday was. Probably that one. That's definitely the most recent worst.
I think my favorite birthday was then my 28th birthday, because we went to this group that we work out with, and they gave me, it was on a Saturday, yeah. They gave me a tiara to wear throughout the workout, and yeah, then I got like Reese's peanut butter cups, and then I just read a book for the whole day, and I took a nap, and it was so chill, but I think that was one of my favorite birthdays.
I remember that one. That was good. You were very, very happy that day. You're like, this is all I want to do. You're like, this is what happened last year. All of these things are great yeah. compared. Like, yes. I'll sit there, read a book, and eat Reese's peanut butter cups.
Calm,
like, that's my day. So that's cool.
Yes. Okay, but enough about us.
Enough about us. We're talking about you. Give you some ideas for how to have a great birthday. Number one, Miranda.
No one's going to be surprised by this one, because
if you know us, if you followed Freedomcast and Leaving Normal Behind in my blog at all, I talk about it too much. So I'm going to shut up.
Life goal brainstorming. Our favorite.
Don't run away.
Our favorite
cool.
words: goals, brainstorming.
Life. session.
We were just talking 10 minutes ago about how we didn't brainstorm enough this week, which I don't think anybody else says.
We literally said that to each other, and we were both like, "You're right."
Like, yeah.
That's why this week was crazy.
And
we're nuts, but it's okay.
It's a great time to look back and see how far you've come, and also a great time to look forward and say, you know what, maybe this last year I didn't get as much done as I thought I would and accomplish as much as I wished I had. But, I mean, now is the perfect time to make goals and make plans for the future. And we honestly don't really stick to a very strict future plan. We're very much, our future plan is in flux, but we're constantly talking about it, and we're constantly updating our goals, and we're always focused on it in some capacity. So it's not like you have to write out your 5-year plan and be like, if I'm not doing this by 35, I have completely failed. No, we're not saying that at all. But gather the people that you love, gather your person with you, and just spend time talking about what you want to accomplish. It's really weird, but most of our suggestions are pretty weird.
Yeah. But it's going to be... sorry, were you done?
No, go ahead.
It's going to be way more satisfying than you'd probably even expect. And you can mix it with something else, like go grab a pizza and go grab a birthday cookie cake. Grab something that is celebratory. You can still watch a movie. You can still watch your favorite movie, but do this as well. Do this maybe before the meal. I don't know. Something to go along with it. Just try it out. See what you think. But it's huge. Like Miranda said, you don't have to figure out your next 5 years. And we have a vague idea what we want like 5 and 10 years, but it's only very vague. For the most part, we are like Miranda said, we're in flux. We're thinking about the next couple months, maybe the next year. I just think much more beyond that.
We have like a multiple reality type of vision for our lives. We have like
potential realities, yeah.
Yeah. Well, we have Endgame on the mind because we just saw it for the second time a few days ago. But yeah, I feel like we have alternate realities that could happen, and we just kind of go and then decide, and then
we're kind of going with the flow and we're talking about ourselves again, so we're gonna skip this in a minute. But we very much think we don't want to get too far ahead of God's plan for us, and we really believe that. And we don't. I think sometimes you can think so far ahead and plan so far ahead, and then that can end up being worthless because God's gonna switch your plan. Things are gonna change. Life's gonna come at you. Things happen in life. It could be difficult. You could have like a crazy thing happen on your birthday and then have to change everything.
And it's that frustration piece too. If you just like keep trying to get this one thing and like it's not working out and it's not coming together as quickly as you thought it would, we're all about just like, okay, let's brainstorm. Why isn't this working? So really, I mean, this one's probably, we suggest you brainstorm and make life plans every week. So really, this is no big surprise, but definitely a great tip for your birthday. Even if it seems weird, even just to take some time, a little bit of time, reminisce. What have you accomplished this past year? What do you want to accomplish the next year?
Yeah, what do you want your life to become? Such an important question that we don't ask enough. So
yeah. Okay,
number two is plan a trip. One of the coolest trips we had this year in our lives, we went over to Thailand. Crazy.
Ever.
We went over to Thailand for 2 months, and I got to celebrate my birthday there, which was fantastic. I loved it. We actually ended up seeing Captain Marvel on my birthday, which was cool. But we got to eat Thai food and go to a Thai movie theater and all of that stuff, so it was really, really fun. But yeah, if you're in your birthday, why not? Maybe your birthday's in the dead of winter, or maybe you had to work a Wednesday. I think Wednesdays are like the worst day for your birthday.
Yeah,
it can't really take off a Wednesday probably. But yeah, maybe your birthday happens to be on a Wednesday. Well, take that night and then plan a trip for that weekend. Plan a trip for a couple months down the line, maybe to have something to look forward to. Traveling and going somewhere different is one of the best things you can do, honestly.
And it doesn't have to be a crazy 2-month trip to Thailand. I mean, that's totally life-changing. That was an incredible experience. But we love and enjoy just short weekend trips away. We took a weekend trip to Asheville once. We've gone to Wilmington. Just little towns or cities that you haven't been to that are close to you.
No matter where you are, there's something close to you. Unless you're like my family and you live up in Maine.
In Maine,
sorry, guys.
There's only so many options.
You got to go down or up to Canada.
But it doesn't have to be a crazy trip. Just getting out of your comfort zone and getting to a new place. I always get excited when we're like driving into a new city or a new place.
Yeah.
It's just very exciting. Even if it's, even if it looks like every other town in America, whatever, you've never been there, that's cool.
Yeah. It's just a new place and it's exciting. So plan a trip to somewhere new. Maybe that should be what we technically say.
Yes, and yeah, if you do it on your birthday, that's fantastic. If it's not, if you just plan it on your birthday, that's just as fun too. So.
Yep. Number 3,
like
Miranda.
Planning, so.
Yes.
Okay, number 3.
We get more enjoyment out of the planning sometimes than the actual doing
Like, shoot,
and the
we
going.
have to actually do this now.
Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah. Don't forget to be active. So it can be very easy to be very lazy and lethargic on your birthday, to say, hey, it's my birthday. I'm just going to lay on the couch.
I can cry if I want to.
Yeah. I'm going to just watch Netflix all day. No. I mean, we go crazy if we spend too much time just sitting inside watching TV. TV messes with your head, people. And you need to get out and you need to move around a little bit and come back in and reset. If we watch like something that's a movie, it's like, okay, we have to go for a walk, come back, take a quick break, take a reset.
Yep.
Your mind's just slowly decaying when you just like sit inside and watch TV all day.
You see, Miranda really doesn't like TV.
Yeah. But I love movies. I love The Office.
We do love going to
There's
the
a lot
movies.
of television and movies and things like that I really enjoy, but I cannot do it for long periods of time. And I think people get stuck in that. And especially on your birthday, you're going to feel like, I can do whatever I want. But just remember how good it feels to work out, how good it feels to just go on a quick little walk. And that's going to just make your day so much better because, I mean, then you're like, if you go for a run on your birthday, you're like, dude, I'm awesome. I went for a run on my birthday.
Yeah, you're killing it if you do that. That's awesome. All power to you.
Yeah. Number 4?
Oh, number 4 is me. Plan your own party. So we have this in here because sometimes you got to take control, and this is for the control freaks out there. Just embrace yourselves. Embrace it. You're a control freak. Plan your own party. Invite your friends. Make it something that you want to make it. If you want to make sure you have a vanilla cake and not a chocolate cake, plan your own party.
Yes, if that's very important to you, that's
it's one of those things. I think we can get in this place of that'd be so cool if someone like planned my party. It'd be so cool if someone like got me a surprise like birthday like celebration. And maybe that's all great, and if you end up planning your own party, you take that away from those people, so your chances kind of disappear. But it's not a bad thing to plan your own stuff.
If not having
deal.
a party is going to ruin your birthday, then take it into your own hands, just do it. You know? That's fine.
Yep. Number 5, Miranda.
And if they throw a surprise party, then you get 2 parties.
Yeah.
So it's perfect.
Plan your own party for not your birthday. Maybe plan it for that weekend. Then you can still give people the chance to give you a surprise birthday on your actual birthday.
Yes.
You could have 2 parties. I didn't even know this is a great suggestion. I'm gonna do it.
Number 5 is to have a game night with some close friends. Game nights, we love game nights, and this might just be because we're introverts and just parties where you just go and talk to people. It's like crazy for us, but having a game and like really interacting with people, you see certain sides of people that you never see in any other context, like other than when you're playing games with them.
Yeah,
like the nicest person in the world can just go crazy.
Yeah.
And it's amazing.
And they can like backstab you and fight against you, and you're like, wait a second.
Like, where did this come from?
Board games are fun. They definitely bring out, and it doesn't have to be, I guess, the board games is the idea, but it could be you can invite friends over for like lawn game night if you like.
More active.
I was gonna say chutes and ladders. That's not what I meant. I meant horseshoes.
Chutes and ladders is a good board game.
That's a terrible board game. I don't know why I was thinking that.
That would be fun for about 5 minutes, and then you would move on.
I love ladder ball. I'm already moved on. I love ladder ball. You could do Cube. That's a fun game. Look that up. That's a fun one to play.
Mm-hmm.
What are some others, Miranda? Oh, Spike Ball. Probably some of you have heard that. It's a 4-person game. Really super fun.
Perfect for the beach. If you live on the beach, Spike Ball is the best.
If you live on the beach, invite us. We'll bring Spike Ball. Okay? Okay.
But
Number 6, Miranda. Oh,
well,
sorry.
I was just going to say, it's just a good idea because, it's not just everybody just talking. Things can remain very surfacey if you don't have something, if you don't have a game or an activity or something else going on that kind of dives deeper.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying, because you were saying earlier we don't like just parties for parties' sake. Does that make sense?
Yes.
We don't like. I think you already said that. We just don't like going and feeling like we just have to mingle. I mean, that's great. I think we can do that, and we've grown a lot in that. That's one area we struggle with. We've talked about that in previous videos. We struggle with that relationship piece, but just that like connecting with people, and maybe not even connecting. Just
I think it's
feeling,
like big groups. It's just
feeling awkward
groups,
in big groups, and like I don't know where to go. But whenever there's like a plan or a game,
where's the corner?
Where's the corner? Help me. But whenever there's like a purpose or we're doing it for something, it's definitely easier for people like that, people like us.
Yeah, so just feel for your fellow introverts and have something going on other than just drinks and talking.
Yeah.
Number 6.
Number 6, turn your birthday into a birth week and celebrate with small special events all week. Blah, that's a mouthful. Anyway, what we mean by that is for my birthday, was it last year? No. Yeah, I think it was last year. Miranda was like, "Hey, for your birthday this year, I'm doing something extra special." I was like, "Ooh, that's exciting." She was like, "I am making you dinner every night for a week. You went shopping by yourself, which you never do."
Okay, this sounds pretty lame and
normal.
pretty unimpressive to most people. Like you don't make your husband
I was
dinner
impressed.
every day.
Miranda made me like fresh cooked meals every night that week,
Yeah.
and I loved it. It was awesome.
I'm not a very good cook. I like baking, so Jordan's more the cook. So it was for me and for us, it was a bigger gesture than what it sounds.
But at the time, you were working like a lot. We were we were still trying to do workouts after that. Like it was impressive. You put a lot of time to that, and I appreciate it. But the idea is celebrate it all week. You can do this for yourself, like we said before, if you're a control freak, or you can get someone to help you do it with your spouse or partner or friends. You can get some friends together. Celebrate something on your birthday day, actual day. Celebrate something that weekend. Mm-hmm. You can make your birthday a week-long celebration. There's nothing wrong with that. Just have small things.
Some people make it a month long.
Yeah, my birthday month.
Yeah, I mean, make it as big as you want. Maybe that can even help diffuse the pressure of your day because, okay, maybe your actual day wasn't great, but I've had a whole week.
Yeah, that's been a big one, I think. At least for me, my realization, but you don't have to do something crazy on the day of your birthday, because we live busy lives, especially in this culture, and sometimes it's hard to break away and do something special on that day, which is crazy, but sometimes it's even hard just to make a different meal and have a birthday cake. Like that can be difficult. But maybe just celebrate it on a Sunday. Do something special that Sunday afternoon. It does not have to be on the actual day.
We also celebrated your birthday early, or for a week last year too, because your birthday was on a Tuesday, and I made the cake on Sunday, and I was like, "Do you want to eat your cake today?"
Yeah,
and
that was bad.
The cake and it's just two of us. There's nobody else, and the cake was gone.
Oh, the cake didn't last until Tuesday.
It didn't make it to the birth. It wasn't even birthday cake. It was just we want to eat cake.
Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do.
You just gotta eat cake. That's fine.
Even if it's sad and pathetic. Just do it. Okay, Miranda, number 7.
Number 7, rent out a local movie theater and force your friends to watch your favorite movie. Now, is this something you even can do?
Yes, I looked this one up. You can do it, at least around here. It's expensive, but I mean, if you have...
Like, what's the range?
I don't remember off the top of my head. It was kind of,
like, you'd have to be kind of rich.
This
one's just for the rich people.
I don't think you have to be rich. I think it's more based... I think they do it more for, like, businesses and stuff, but... I mean, if you were going to spend a bunch on a birthday party, you could spend a bunch just to rent out a movie theater. I don't think it's the craziest thing. You might be able to call them and work something out. I mean, how many times do you guys go to movies that no one's in there at all, except for like 5 people?
Yeah, you could also just pick a really obscure time.
Yeah, I bet you could find a manager if you worked in and just figured out what would work for them. I bet you could find a price that wouldn't be crazy, but... I mean, price aside, it's a cool idea. I would love to do this.
I mean, we haven't.
We could watch Dead Poets Society. We could watch Passengers. I can't think of any other movies off the top of my head.
Emperor's New Groove.
We could do Lord of the Rings marathon.
Ooh, Lord of the Rings.
Let's do it. Okay.
Yeah, so I think that's a pretty cool idea, just for something kind of out of the ordinary, and especially it'll be funny if you have a favorite movie that's just this really like Jordan's family loves What About Bob? Be like everybody. We're going to see this great movie. I rent out the whole theater, and then they start showing What About Bob.
Would be ridiculous. Our friends would be like, why are we here? This movie is awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, number 8, take immediate positive action on your life goal. We've taken a 180. We're back to the life goals, but we love this stuff. It's huge. If you make your birthday a day where you're taking some action, maybe get a book on your next side hustle. Maybe take some action. Maybe just start writing your next book. I say all these like writing examples, but give another example.
Where your head's at.
My head's there. I got to get away from that, but.
No, if you're trying to go for like a promotion at work, or if you're trying to get fit for the summer, or if you're trying to eat healthier, or if you're trying to write a book.
Yeah, great.
If you want to write a blog post.
Great examples.
If you want to write a poem.
Okay, no more writing.
There's so many examples.
No,
here.
your examples were great.
Yeah, but even the smallest step, it's just amazing how productive you feel when you take just the tiniest step. It doesn't even, like, we'll use your writing example. I want to write a poem, even just pulling out, like, a notepad and pen, you're just like, yeah, look at me, I'm a writer.
It seems like you hear that advice all the time, probably. You know, you're on my blog right now. So most likely you're on the blog watching this video. You're looking for self-help, personal development kind of stuff. You probably heard that before, just getting started. But you also probably know how key that is. You don't have to go into it with the mindset that I'm going to write this entire poem. Just say, I'm going to start. And then you go to write it. And then what happens most of the time? You finish it. Or you at least get a bunch started. You maybe write a page or two. It's amazing how often that happens. And it's still, I do the same. I do it now. I like limit myself. Like, I don't want to get started on that because it's going to take some time. I don't really feel like doing that right now, but just get started. Make your birthday a day where you're gonna make a big positive life change. You know, there's so much potential that we have, and I'm gonna go on and on about this probably. So Miranda, stop me. But we have so much potential in life to grow, and our birthday is a great time to make it happen. I'm gonna stop myself.
Because there is statistical evidence about certain times and new beginnings that make you have a fresh flow of motivation. It's why everybody's at the gym on Monday, but then nobody's there Friday. It's why everyone's at the gym in January, but no one's there in December. Yep. It's just that, like, it's a new week, and then your brain's like, okay, I can do this. So,
I have a fresh start. It's the same thing you think about
your birthday. It's a total fresh start. It's
New
like
Year's
a totally new year. Yeah.
Yep.
It's definitely, and big birthdays too. Jordan just turned 30. I'm turning 30 in September. And it just, to me, it feels scary because it's like, oh, it's such a big birthday. But that's like a great time to start working towards new goals or reviewing your goals.
Yep.
Because that's like 30 years. You can look back and be like, what have I done the past 30 years?
Yep.
I don't know. So, yeah.
No, it's great. You've done a lot.
Yes.
You're saying you haven't done anything?
I don't know.
Miranda's a little worried about turning 30 this year, so just cut her a little slack.
I don't feel 30 yet,
yeah.
So I'm just having a hard time.
No, but just starting, and yeah, it's amazing that, you know, how much difference we can make by just starting somewhere, and make your birthday just that catalyst for some new growth.
Yes.
Just pick that time.
Number 9 is to make a bucket list. And I don't know why you said to seal it in blood or wine.
That was just a funny, but it's like a birthday thing. And we're talking again about new beginnings and stuff. What better time to make a list and seal it in blood? I don't know. Just cut your hand and put some blood on it. Like, it's not like, I know you don't like that, but like, it's memorable. Or just pour some wine on it. I don't know. I just think it's an interesting suggestion, and maybe you'll remember it.
Yes.
I've never done it, but I would.
And I think for bucket lists too,
I would cut myself and seal a bucket list.
I think it's important to just keep not think inside the box. I don't think it has to be as attainable as.
And you do not have to cut yourself. Please
goals.
do not cut yourself.
Yeah.
Just gonna say that. That was a joke.
And you just have to have that, like, outside of the box thinking.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times you can just feel kind of trapped. Like, where do you want to travel? And you just subconsciously, like, restrict it to, you know, well, maybe Europe because, you know, that's where other people want to go. And it's, you know, relatively easy to get there. But what if your real dream is to go to Antarctica, but you just know that's going to be a lot harder, so you don't want to say it? I mean, this is like a bucket list, I think, is just dream big, you know? Like, all the crazy ideas that you just don't even want to say out loud because you don't even want to, like, utter the words because it seems scary. But
So one of the most important things about Sorry if you weren't done.
No.
One of the most important things about brainstorming in general is to think outside the box. I remember one brainstorming session with Miranda. I don't remember what exactly we were talking about, but there was a point where Miranda was like, Jordan, stop. I don't care what's possible. Tell me what you want. Like, tell me what like you really like think we can do. Like, not even think we can do. Tell me like what is, what. I'm gonna say what is possible. That's not really what I'm trying to say either. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
What did you say to me?
Well, that's what I was just saying. Like,
Yeah.
outside the box, don't constrict yourself just because you think you should. Because
I was even having a struggle there because I was saying like what is possible, but that's not what we're trying to do. The opposite of that.
what seems
My head like does not
impossible.
work in that way.
Yeah.
I have a hard time getting outside the box. I do.
It is amazing if you have something that you feel really strongly about and you really work towards it, you really can achieve things. It's just a
Yep.
matter of, is that really what you want and are you really working towards it? Because if it's not, then it's not going to happen.
Yep.
But yeah, bucket list, dream big. That's all.
Yep. And the last but not least, number 10, we're talking about making a gratitude list for everything you're thankful for over the past year. You've probably heard people talk about gratitude. It's an amazing thing just to feel thanks, to be thankful towards other people. I think you can even go a step further and write thank you notes. Write thank you notes to other people on your birthday. Again, counterintuitive, but it's great. It's great to do things for other people. We've had that experience in our lives, and I'm sure you had too. You can think back to a time when you've given to someone, when you've written a thank you card. You're happier because of it. You're going to be happy on your birthday if you're giving back. You can extend that. Volunteer on your birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Bring your wife flowers on her birthday. On your birthday, get your wife
And her
flowers on
birthday.
your birthday and her birthday. Do something different. Like maybe it's your birthday, but then you want to like give back to your family or something and show up and make them dinner. I don't know.
I think this is, and this like I feel like pretty strongly about.
Ooh.
It's like the biggest lie in the American culture is that by focusing on yourself and working on making yourself happy, you're gonna be happier.
Yeah.
Because it
That's
really,
true.
the more you focus on other people, the more you focus on other people's problems and work on your empathy towards others, that's when you're gonna feel more fulfillment than, because you honestly
Well said, Miranda.
you don't even know what you want. You know what I mean?
This is my wife. So proud.
You can work and just think you know what you want, and then you get like, I want, $2,000 more, and then you get it, but then you're still not satisfied with that. Like, why is that? Because it's just self-serving.
Yeah.
And it's so important to not just focus on yourself all the time.
Yep.
Because it doesn't make you happy. What makes you happy is going out and helping others. Like, I dare you to just go do something, and you'll just feel like, whoa, that was awesome.
Yeah. And do it on your birthday.
Do it on your birthday.
It's counterintuitive, but you'll have a good time.
Yeah.
Cool deal.
Cool deal. So that was our list of 10 things to do on your birthday to have just a spectacular day.
Thank you for checking that out. If you have any other suggestions, feel free to drop them in the comments on the post or in the YouTube video. But otherwise, thank you for watching. Again, I'm Jordan. This is my blog, jmring.com. This is my wife, Miranda.
I thought you were calling me your blog.
I'm not you're not my blog.
This is
You're
the
my
blog.
wife. My blog, jmring.com. Miranda is my wife. Me and her and I run Freedom Cast, Leaving Normal Behind together. But thank you for watching this video, and we enjoyed having you.